We're here at the McClintock Distillery in downtown Frederick, Maryland, and Braeden has a new product coming out that we want to talk about that I haven't tried yet, so I hope it tastes delicious or this will be an awkward video to make. So Braeden, what do you have here?
So this is our Bootjack rye. It's an 18-month aged Maryland-style high rye whiskey. So this is 75% rye, 20% hard red wheat, and then a 5% corn finish. So this is pretty prototypical of what you'd find here, especially in Western Maryland pre-Prohibition. And we kind of revived that mash bill and preserved a lot of the more traditional distilling techniques. So we're stone grinding these grains, we get them all in whole kernel. And this will actually be Maryland's first ever organic certified aged whiskey, which is pretty neat as well.
So now I know that you'd been tasting it constantly along the way, and you really didn't know how long you were going to age it until it got to where you wanted it to be. What flavors and what kind of a taste profile were you looking for to decide when to harvest it?
Yes, so we age both our first bourbons and our first ryes were all aged in 30-gallon barrels. So it's a little bit smaller than what you'd see in a lot of the big houses in Kentucky. So we were looking somewhere around the 2-year mark to harvest. And we noticed last month with the rye, it had this really nice, like all that grain character was there, but the barrel presence really had complemented it perfectly. And we thought any more time in the barrel, some of those wood tannins and phenolic compounds would kind of start knocking out some of those really nice delicate grain flavors. So we decided to harvest at 18 months for our rye. Our bourbon, which we were initially planning on releasing at the same time as the rye, we're going to be leaving in the barrel, and it'll be a straight bourbon, and it'll be the first straight bourbon in Frederick County since pre-Prohibition, which
awesome.
is very cool.
So is that because of the flavor profiles and the way bourbon's made, you want more of the wood tannins to be in the?
Yeah, the corn, because bourbon is mostly corn, there's a little bit more of these heavy oils, these fusel oils that give the bourbon a little bit more of a raw edge to it, which is nice. But it just needs a little bit more time to mellow out in the barrel.
Okay. So let's try it.
Yeah.
What should I be looking for?
So first you'll be looking at the clarity. You can look at the color. Looks pretty good. It's got a really nice rich color to it. We use medium charred barrels, so it has that really kind of classic rye whiskey note to it. And then on the nosing, you'll get a lot of that rye. That spice is very apparent, with a high rye whiskey. Yeah. But then on the palate, one of the biggest things that we do differently here is with the stone grinding, we preserve so much more of those natural sugars that are in the grains themselves that you get this almost like vanilla caramel, like really kind of sweet finish, which is not typical with a rye. Even though we're using just a little bit of corn, it's got this really nice balanced sweet finish.
Yeah, it's not like overly sweet, but
yes.
It's a nice level of it. And for it being 11 a.m. and obviously the first spirits I've had at all today, it is smooth. Mm-hmm. This is good.
Yeah, and this is at 90 proof. So this is we chose to bottle ours a little bit higher than what you see a lot of the ryes that are out there to preserve a lot more of that character. And we thought the exact same thing. We tried it at barrel proof. We're like, this is really a soft whiskey. It's just a really nice, delicate, easy drinking.
Oh, and once your palate is softened to it, it is really nice. I love this.
Oh, thank you.
That is nice. So tell everyone when, how, and where can this be acquired?
Sure. So we had our pre-sale. So if you were one of the lucky 100 that reserved a bottle, you can come a little bit early and pick up your bottle. For everybody else, we will be doing our second annual pig roast with the pig that's fed on our mash. It will be on July 7th. Doors open at noon. Last year we ran out of, I think, 193 pounds of pork in the first 2 hours, so come early. And we are expecting to sell out of the Bootjack that day. So if you're interested in picking up a bottle, definitely come as
I'm
close
pretty
to noon as
sure,
you can.
pretty sure anyone who tries it is going to purchase some.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for giving me a sneak peek at it.
Thank you.
And,
Thanks for coming down.
I urge everyone to come try this because it is delicious.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.